So I've watched a lot of videos about how to get ESS position, how to set up for WESS, how to, use that whole glitch technique. And as far as I can tell, there's not really any way to precisely explain how to get ESS position, how far right after the dead zone you have to go, and kind of a way to figure out where that zone is for you. So I'm just going to explain what worked for me, and hopefully okay, this timer is annoying. So I'm just going to explain what worked for me, and hopefully it can be useful for someone who's trying to figure out the same thing as I was figuring out for the last couple days, which is how does this whole technique work and how to get it consistently. Personally, what I do is, instead of having my thumb on the joystick and trying to figure out the correct angle here, which is, in my opinion, really hard, maybe it could get easier with a lot of practice, but I found that it's really hard to find the correct angle right here. So let's see if I can get it. So this works. So if you see the number on the bottom left of my screen, this is the left-right axis. So the x plus is right and x minus is left. So what I found on this practice ROM is that the correct position is kind of in between 10-ish, 10 to 20, something like that always worked for me. So that's where I get there and I just stay there. So to get the correct angle and to keep it, so when, let's say you're doing a WESS, in this case you're doing a WESS to Kagriko, you really need to be extremely consistent and not move at all, so you make sure you don't get out of your ESS position. So the way I do it is, instead of having my thumb on the joystick and trying to hold that, I have my thumb on the left of the joystick, and that's what I hold. That way my thumb doesn't move at all. The minor adjustments that I would need are really easy to get. And yeah, if you look at this, I can just play around with Z targeting and the number barely moves at all. So that's what worked for me. Is it going to work for you? I don't know, but I'd say if you're trying to figure out this whole technique, just give it a try and see if it works for you. So yeah, let's say you're in this position and you want to get to Kakariko. That's how I do it. See, so right now I'm just holding this position, and I have to let go of Z, repress Z again, and it's really consistent. My thumb didn't move at all, the joystick didn't move at all, or just barely by 1 degree or something. And yeah, that basically took me 30 seconds to figure out, and then just making sure I get the correct angle, the correct thumb position every single time, and then practice over 10-15 minutes, and now I can pretty much get it every single time. So yeah, I'd say just give it a try and see if it works for you. If it doesn't, then try something else. But yeah, I found it really easy to get ESS position really consistently. So yeah, I hope it helped at least a couple of people, and yeah, let me know in the comments below if it worked for you. Yeah, see you next time.